Hey, first time I don't need to be like, hey, remember last video? I forgot something. I didn't forget anything, so I like TV. For the past couple of years, I've been watching more TV than I would watch movies. And one thing that I like, but that I also dislike, is watching shows that only lasted for a season or maybe 2 seasons and ended and got canceled way too soon. These are some of my favorite one-season wonders. First one I'm going to start off with was Freaks and Geeks. I loved Freaks and Geeks. I still love it. I haven't seen it maybe possibly since university, I'm not sure, but I have rewatched it a bunch of times, just not recently. I was in high school when I watched this, and I feel like that was the perfect time for me to watch it. Paul Feig is the creator of Freaks and Geeks. Now has done stuff like Ghostbusters, the most recent one, Spy, The Heat. He was Mr. Poole in Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and he did Freaks and Geeks, and Freaks and Geeks has my heart. It follows high school students and 2 particular friendships groups that would be categorized as one as the Freaks, one as the Geeks. Lindsay Weir is the main character, although it is kind of a bit of an ensemble cast. But Lindsay Weir, who was a math elite and would have been considered to be part of the Geeks, kind of wants to switch it up and become another person and starts hanging out with people that would be considered the Freaks. It also follows her brother and his friends who are in their first year of high school. I really love the show. It only lasted for 1 season. It has 18 episodes. Each episode is about 45 minutes in length. It is a comedy slash drama, but leans way heavier on the comedy. So after you watch Freaks and Geeks and you're like, my heart needs something to fill that Freaks and Geeks hole, I present to you Undeclared. Judd Apatow is the creator of Undeclared. Seth Rogen is also in this. Jay Baruchel. Again, it's another ensemble cast, but Jay Baruchel is kind of the lead. It's his first year of university, and it follows his roommates and him as they navigate college. And his father kind of tags along because he's freshly divorced and is a bit lonely. I had heard of Undeclared after I watched Freaks and Geeks. This is alright. I've only watched it once and I don't remember it that well. I did enjoy it, but not to the level of Freaks and Geeks. 18 episodes and they're about 22 minutes in length, so it won't take you forever to get through. A young Amy Poehler also makes an appearance. This only lasted for a season. Also, Jason Segel makes an appearance. He's not in it as much, but he's in it a bit. And I made a lot of just Freaks and Geeks connections that probably no one ever intended to, but a bunch of people that were in Freaks and Geeks make brief appearances. I feel like if I don't add this next show to my list of one-season wonders, what business do I have doing such a list? And it is My So-Called Life. It only lasted for 1 season. There's 19 episodes. They're like about 45 minutes in length, and it follows Angela Chase, who is a 15-year-old girl, played by Claire Danes, who is just trying to get through high school and was also just trying to figure herself out. If you kind of compare this to Freaks and Geeks, which I feel like you shouldn't, they're both separate entities, My So-Called Life goes way more on the dramatic side. I feel like in the beginning they might have tried to keep it a slightly balanced with more heavier on the drama, but I feel like it just goes full drama in the latter seasons, which is totally fine. I watched this when I was in university, I believe. I wish I watched it in high school, but it can be enjoyed at any age. Yeah, and you also get to see Jared Leto before he went all method actory and like horrible. But yeah. Another show that I feel like I have to mention that I also really, really love is Firefly. So it was created by Joss Whedon. It's essentially a space western. I feel like there's no need for me to tell you what it's about. And then it's about like unlikely friends. It's kind of like a workplace comedy. It's not full comedy, it's drama. And it'll make you laugh and then it'll stomp on your heart. This only lasted for 1 season, but they made a movie, which is nice. There's 14 episodes plus a movie. Each TV episode is about 44 minutes in length, 45 minutes in length. You have Nathan Fillion, Gina Torres, Alan Tudyk, and many more great people. You also get a baby Zac Efron in like 1 episode. So it's great. It'll make you laugh and then just stomp on your heart with just no regard. So watch with care. Next show is Wonderfalls. It is a Brian Fuller show. It follows Jay Tyler, who is living in Niagara Falls. She's done with college and she's a bit lost and maybe a bit lonerish. She works in a souvenir shop, and one day inanimate objects with faces start talking to her, and they tell her like these cryptic messages that make her kind of have to get involved with other people in order to help them, despite the fact that she does not want to get involved with other people. This is a fun show. It is said to be filmed in Niagara Falls on the American side, but I will tell you it's blatantly obvious that it's filmed in Canada on the Canadian side of the falls. Super obvious that it's just the Canadian falls. Even the shots of the falls, like of the Horseshoe Falls, you don't get that angle if you're on the American side. Just blatantly obvious. I don't know why they just didn't be like, hey, this is Canada, but it's an American show that they filmed here. Anyways, that bothered me a bit. I really like the show, although part way through I got a little bit bored with it, but I did finish it. I did like it. It only lasted for one season. There's 14 episodes and they're about 44 minutes in length. The last show that I'll be talking about is another Bryan Fuller show, and I went with Wonder Falls first because this is one of my faves, and it is Pushing Daisies. Now this show lasted for 2 seasons. We got 2 seasons, but there's only 22 episodes because one of those seasons the writer's strike happened, so that's why we only got 22 episodes. They're about 45 minutes in length, and Pushing Daisies has my heart. I feel like this is a very Chuck dress, and my hair is kind of like Chuck, except without the bangs. But the show follows Ned, who is a pie baker and has the power to bring dead people back to life. But if he touches the person again, they die. And one day, he bumps into his childhood crush, who is Chuck, and something happens. I don't know if this is a spoiler, but Chuck dies, and Ned brings her back to life. They start dating and having a relationship, but they cannot touch because if he touches her again, she will die. And Ned also solves murders with a detective, and it's a very cute, aesthetically pleasing show. Like, it's beautiful people and beautiful clothes, beautiful sets. It's just so visually pleasing. Slightly odd little show that I love so much that I really just need more episodes because it just kind of ended and I need more. I need more. I need more Pushing Daisies. That concludes my one season wonders shows. There are plenty more. I think maybe I'll make another video sometime in the future, possibly. So let me know some of your one season wonders or 2 season wonders, or just shows that got canceled before their time. Okay, bye guys.